Hey, what's up, everyone? Y'all see the title. So, listen, the last thing I want to do is become this old hater. And I may come off as a hater in this video. And I'm like, damn, I'm really, this what I'm turning into? But let me, before we get into that, let me just say this when it comes to age or whatever. So the other day, I was at work and it was this younger cat that said something to me, but he didn't look much younger than me. And he called me Unc. I said, yo, I'm Unc now? And then one dude called me OG. I said, I'm Unc and OG? So this is what's going on now? Oh my God. So I guess that's what it is. Okay, I guess I'm becoming this older hater. I don't know. But I got the grays coming in my beard. It is what it is. Now, back to the car thing, right? Since I'm showing my age somewhat. When I came up, I remember seeing my uncles in the back of my grandmother's yard. You know, and they didn't have an engine lift or anything. They used 2x4s or, you know, they fixed makeshift something. They built it, put a chain on it, and go to Advanced Auto, get spray paint and spray cans. And next thing you know, they swapping engines in a day with, you know, drinking some Pepsi or some Coke or something, like with all in a day's time. You know, going to the junkyard, finding a part. Hell, they even went to the junkyard, brought a car back. Next thing you know, they driving a car, you know? So what I'm saying is, when it comes to that, you know, I know that times change and nothing stays the same, everything evolves. But the reason I bring that up is because there are stories behind the bill, right? So I've been going to like a lot of car shows and car events lately. And the one thing that I haven't really seen a lot of is people really talking about like the bills, you know, and I get it, right? You know, some people come into like more money now and stuff like that. But like, I remember just hearing stories about, you know, you had to become creative and, you know, you didn't have many resources and stuff. But you put that sweat equity in, you know, and you worked overtime or you did whatever to make your bill, right? But you don't hear those stories anymore. And for me, when I go to some of these car shows, it's not really about the cars anymore. It's about the attention, right? Now, don't get me wrong, like, you like what you like. You know, I'm not sitting here saying, yo, you gotta build the car from the ground up, because I'm not doing that, right? But, you know, I am putting some sweat equity in there, blood, sweat, and tears in my car. But it's a difference when you see someone having their car and they're proud of what they did. They're proud because they know the sacrifice they made, right? And it's about that car, about that story. Like, man, I know every bolt in this car, this crew. I know everything about this car. Like, that's different than someone pulling up and they just won't. They know that car gonna bring them attention. It's not really about the cars. It's clout. You know what I'm saying? It's clout. It's not necessarily about the culture. It's not necessarily about the story or anything like that, man. It's just really, people just want clout and they just want attention. They want people to sit. They using the car for people to sit back and look at them, other than like, nah, man, look at this. Yo, this my car, but I don't know. So do I sound like a hater? Maybe I am a hater, but like, I just think it's a difference. It's just the stories aren't there anymore. I'm not hearing many stories. It's all about like, yeah, I got this, man, and like, I can do this, and I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater. Y'all let me know what y'all think though.